Hello everyone, welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'. I'm Pamela Pick. So I just have to tell you, I cannot believe that it's August already, and with August comes the beginning of the holiday crafting period. So I have kind of a cute little Halloween treat that I want to make. So in our new catalog, we have this beautiful little stamp set called Little Treats. Now, it's got Christmas and wedding and a birthday even that you could make, and a little bit of Halloween. It says Happy Happy Halloween. There's this little spider. It does have a matching die set with this cute little treat maker. And let me just show you that. It's on page 70 of our new catalog, right back here. And Little Treats bundle, and so you do get 10% off when you buy the two of them together. So here's the treat box dies and then the stamp set, and here they've got kind of a cute little wedding favor. Over here they have, it looks like birthday wishes to you. Here's their Halloween that they have. They've even made like a little note card. In this one, it looks like it holds kind of a Ghirardelli's chocolate for a Christmas one, which is very cute, and I will be demonstrating this later down the road. But I looked at this and I saw something different, and I came up with my own creation using this set, and I wanted to share it with you today. So let me move this out of the way and let's get going. Let me show you what it is. It is this cute little pumpkin with the spider on it. I needed something, I wanted the box to hold a Reese's peanut butter cup. And the box that it comes with is a little bit thinner and smaller, and it didn't fit. So I had to get creative and make my own. Let's get started on this. Let's start by cutting out and embossing a couple of circles. So I used our layered circles, and I used the largest of the circles from our layered circle set. And then I ran them through the Old World paper 3D embossing folder. So this is what it looks like. And when you open this up and you lay your pieces in here and you run it through with the edge that is hinged through the machine. Well, that's going this way. So when I'm using these for my project today, I want to turn them so that they're the long width. But let's put this aside and let me show you how I got that neat texture on there. So one of the things that I want to do with these, this is in pumpkin pie cardstock, by the way, is I just want to score the bottom of where it's going, the vertical. Yeah, vertical. I had to think about that. I'm going to score a 1/2 inch on the bottom. Of both of them. I'm using the Stampin' trimmer, but I'm using the scoring tool. So see how that goes? Just wonderful. And then I can just fold that over. Okay. Then what I want to do, now that I have that score line in there, I want to come back with my Stampin' Right pumpkin pie marker. Now this has two ends. It has a bullet end and a brush end, and I'm going to use the brush end for this. Don't worry about not getting it perfect, because this is just going to be a little Halloween giveaway. So just kind of quickly draw some lines like you would see on a pumpkin down to that score line. Okay? Then do it on the other side too. Just some lines. Okay, very easy. Okay, set those aside. Then I'm going to bring in a piece of cardstock in the pumpkin pie again. This is cut by 4 by 5. I like to keep stuff very simple if I can. So 4 by 5. Now, when it is on the 4 edge, I'm going to cut, or I'm going to score at the 1-inch mark. And then I'm just going to turn it around and do it again. At the 1-inch mark. Okay, so on the length of 5, there'll be 1 inch scored down. Now, on the shorter end, the 4 end, or the 5 if you're cutting it up there, I'm going to go to 2 inches on each side. So I'm scoring it at 2, and then I'm just going to come around and score it at 2 again. This is just one of the simplest ways I know to make a cute little box. Now, as you can see, I've made a couple of these, so I'm going to use my little trash bin here, and before I fold them over on the score lines, I'm just going to come in and fold right up to that center, and I'm going to take like a V section out or a triangle section out on each side of that score line. Like so. Easy peasy, right? Then I'm going to go ahead and fold on all those score lines. You can see this little box coming together. Okay, the best way that I have found is I like to use the new Stampin' Seal. I have to get used to no pressure. You don't want to press on this or this little ribbon will slip. So just no pressure, which is really good for my arthritic hands. I'm just going to lay down a little bit of that glue, and you don't have to make the check mark like the fast fuse. And I'm still trying to make it. I'm still used to the fast fuse. Light. There we go. There we go. Okay. On each of those. Then bring one side up. Okay. Then you have the 1-inch flaps on a 2-inch side. And I'm going to do the same thing. Just put a little bit of this down. And I'm going to come in this way. Oops. Get it straight. And this way. Okay, I love how this Stampin' Seal Plus works. It is very, very tacky. Okay, now I'm going to switch glues at the moment because some adhesives do good one way, some adhesives do good another way. So on this little flap here, I'm going to put some of my Tombow liquid green glue, line the bottom up with that little flap and give that a minute to adhere. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay. Just line it up and then hold it down a minute. Now, I chose the green glue. You could use the Stampin' Seal Plus, but because of the ridges in this, I wanted the green glue. Okay, then so that you don't have this sticking out, because as you can see, this sticks out farther than the box, I think it's just the easiest to go with the green glue again and stick some on. This stuff is very sticky. Takes just a minute to adhere. And then the same thing on this side. Okay, let's give that a good press and then we'll move on. All right, you see it's starting to come together now. Okay, then I want to bring in some Gorgeous Grape ink pad, and I'm going to get that Happy Happy Halloween and ink that up on a piece of Whisper White. Like so. And then I want to take the rectangle postage stamp punch. I'm going to come in here and let's get this straight if I can. I'm going to punch it out. Then I'm going to take a sticky note and I'm going to go all the way across here with this sticky note. I'm going to come back through, line it up, and I think I want, it's stuck on the sticky. I think I want to do it a little bit longer. Like so. That's how you can get that to be a little bit shorter if you need it. Perfect. Then I'm gonna take a scrap of Gorgeous Grape, and as you can see, I've already ran this little spider through the die cut machine, and he's embossed. I don't know how well that will show. Let me get up here and see if I can get close. Can you see he's got a little embossing on him? So I cut him out already with the little die, and then while I'm here, I'm going to take our classic label and I'm going to punch out a piece of this in that scrap piece that I had of Gorgeous Grape cardstock. Okay. I'm going to bring this piece back over, and this die isn't as long. Oh, it's not too bad, I guess. We'll just go with it. So I think I'm going to put a little of the green glue because it gives me a little wiggle room on here in the back, in the center. And then there we go. Coming across there. Then I went and there was this little tag that's in the set, and I think it's just like you can put one of the sayings in it, but I cut this little tag out. My vision was to make like a where the pumpkin, the stem comes. So I cut it out in soft suede, and I'm just gonna make kind of like up to there's 3 little humps, and I'm just gonna go up to that 3rd little hump here. So I've made kind of a little wedge. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a little embossing at the top also. And then I'm going to bring in a glue dot, and I'm going to put that on the front of my little embossed image, and I'm going to determine where I like it up here at the top. Let me see which side I like the best. We'll do this one. Okay, I'm gonna go just a little bit. There we go. So then I've made like a stem for the pumpkin, and that was this kind of label. I went back in and die cut one of, they have this little die cut, and it does this little ornament there. And I die cut it. And now to find the die cut that fell. Okay, no worries. I'll just re-die cut. So let me grab my machine here. I'm going to just recut it because it's too little, and with the amount of little paper crumbs that are on my floor right now, I'm not going to sit here and pick them all up. So it's a real quick little die cut anyway. And so what happens is it makes these little Christmas ornaments that you can decorate that little treat bag right here. So this one I thought, well, I can make that look like a leaf. So I'm getting rid of this one. He did a good job, but he's no longer needed. So, and I'm going to take a glue dot to the front again of him. And I'm just going to put him kind of right off to the side like so. Okay, so there's our little pumpkin that you can fit. And I love these. So you can fit that in, and it's orange, so it matches very nicely, I thought. All right, so let's go back to finishing the decorations. I have, from the new catalog, we have got this, it's really soft. It's called Embroidered Ribbon. It's 3/8 inch long, and you get 10 yards of this stuff. I'm not going to be using 10 yards, but I'm going to take a length of Terran tape here. So let's take off a little bit, and I'm going to cut that at an angle. And, well, we'll be cutting again. And I'm going to take about a 2.5 inch piece off here of Terran tape. I want to look which side I want. They're about the same on both. So I'm going to stick that down on there. Pretty good. And I'm going to get a little picky tool here and see if I can pick this up. I gotta get my nail under that. There we go. Put that in that. Okay. So I'm gonna just put this right on across the pumpkin for just a little natural kind of background. And I think I'm gonna trim this just a little shorter, like so. And you can fray these ends if you want. I don't think I'm going to today. Let's get a couple of dimensionals here and stick them on here. And let's just put this right over. We'll go down a little. There we go. On our pumpkin. And then with this little guy, I'm going to just take and glue dot him, but I'm going to get his front legs just bent up a hair because we're going to glue dot him coming over this pumpkin like so, kind of right over this sign. There you go. And then I think I'm going to pull out a rhinestone. Here we go. And I'm going to put a rhinestone just kind of right behind his head. Okay. So there you have it. Isn't that just cute? just another take on what you can do with some of our, we have all kinds of little treat things that you can make. We've got mini paper pumpkin boxes like I did last week. We've got all kinds of things that way. This was just my take on a Halloween idea. So do me a favor and let me know if you like the video, if you like the tutorial, and go ahead and click subscribe so that you don't miss out on any more of my tutorials. And I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If there are things that I showed you today that you want to add to your stamping collection, you can visit my store. I will put a link in the description box down below. So you guys have a super day, and I will talk to you later. Take care. Until next time. Bye-bye.